Did you know, when you reach the age of 80 or 90, you can maintain your balance, walk safely without falling, and even keep the strength to stand up without support by dedicating just 2 minutes a day? That's why Japanese people can still manage their daily tasks independently even after the age of 80. At the core of the Japanese lifestyle, which has been practiced for decades, lies an active lifestyle and simple yet regular exercise routines. These simple exercises are one of the most important habits that keep you upright and strong, even as the years go by. There's no need to exhaust yourself or spend hours at the gym. Today, I'll tell you about these simple exercises, which are the secret to the Japanese people's long life. To make sure you don't miss out on this kind of information, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon at the top to turn on all notifications. Now write in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it right now? I always enjoy reading your comments. I'm going to tell you about these 4 Japanese exercises that will strengthen your legs and ankles. If you start today, in 2 weeks you may feel a little stronger and more confident. Our first exercise is the leg stand. Standing on one leg may seem simple, but it is an exercise that provides important clues about your health as you age. Did you know that this test is used in Japan to assess the health status of elderly individuals? This is a simple test that is actually used in health assessments in Japan. Japanese researchers have found that the duration of balance on one leg is closely related to the health of small blood vessels in the brain, nervous system function, and muscle strength. Studies conducted at places such as Osaka University and Kyushu University, in particular, have observed that people who can stand on one leg for less than 20 seconds are more likely to have micro-level damage, microbleeds or small infarcts, in their brain vessels. Balance ability requires the coordinated functioning of muscle strength, coordination, the vestibular system, inner ear, vision, and brain function. Therefore, good balance indirectly indicates nervous system health and musculoskeletal integrity. Furthermore, such balance exercises reduce the risk of falls, which significantly improves quality of life in older adults. So this little exercise is actually important enough to reveal your potential for longevity. It's quite easy to try, but safety comes first. As the risk of falling is high in older individuals, it is definitely recommended to use a chair or wall for support. The 10 to 30 seconds range is also appropriate, a safe limit for both beginners and those who want to test their balance. Furthermore, standing on one foot, when done regularly, reduces the risk of falls in older adults and helps maintain independence in daily activities. Standing on one foot activates the muscles around the ankle, knee, and hip. These muscles help the body maintain balance when walking or standing up. When done regularly, it can reduce the risk of falling by up to 30%. It increases muscle strength and joint stability. Prolonged sitting weakens the lower body muscles, especially in older people. This exercise activates muscles that have been inactive, especially the calf, thigh, and hip muscles. This allows the person to be more balanced when climbing stairs, getting up from a chair, or walking. Strengthens brain and nervous system connections. Balance exercises maintain neural communication between the brain and muscles. This speeds up reflexes and develops the ability to recover from a loss of balance. Furthermore, some studies indicate that regular balance exercises also support cognitive functions, memory, concentration. For an elderly person, being able to walk unaided or stand in the shower or kitchen is a significant freedom. This exercise specifically enhances safety in such daily movements. 2. Heel-to-toe walk. Consider how even a single stumble can alter your gait, leaving you feeling insecure. Fear of falling again causes your steps to become smaller and shakier. In Japan, public health programs aimed at preventing falls among the elderly particularly recommend balance training. The Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare, MHLW, teaches these exercises at community centers and meeting places for the elderly called senior clubs. In particular, the one-leg standing and heel-to-toe walking movements are recommended as daily 2 to 3 minute routines. Physiotherapists and geriatric fitness instructors incorporate these movements into elderly people's morning exercises. The aim is not to build muscle strength, but to maintain balance reflexes, because the Japanese consider avoiding falls and remaining independent indicators of active aging. The Japanese word kaigo yobo means preventing the need for care. With this understanding, simple balance exercises performed by individuals over the age of 65 at home or in parks are highly encouraged. In this exercise, you walk by touching the heel of one foot to the toes of the other foot. In other words, you take steps in a single file, as if you were walking on a tightrope. It looks easy, but it works on balance, coordination, and muscle control all at once. Here are the key safety points to consider. Always use support. The exercise should be performed near a wall, countertop, or chair. If the person is afraid of falling, it is perfectly acceptable to walk while supporting themselves with one hand on the wall. Support can be reduced over time as confidence grows. Move slowly and with control. With each step, the heel should be close enough to touch the toes of the other foot. But do not rush. This is not a speed exercise. It is a balance exercise. Keep your eyes focused ahead. Looking down can disrupt your balance. Walking with your eyes focused ahead on a single point is much safer. Use suitable flooring and footwear. Avoid slippery surfaces. This can be done with non-slip sports shoes or barefoot, pressing firmly into the ground. If the person is reluctant to walk, they can start by sitting down and lifting their toes and heels one at a time. This activates the nerves and gives a feeling of confidence. As this movement also exercises the calf and ankle muscles, it is a good idea to sit down for a short while and relax the legs. 3. Half squat. In Japan, many elderly people still eat at low tables, and squatting is a natural part of their daily lives. Have you ever considered that this ability to squat could be directly related to independence in old age? In Japan, squatting is not just a movement, it is an important indicator of quality of life and health. In Western countries, however, many elderly people hear cracking sounds in their knees, feel weakness in their legs, and struggle to stand up when trying to squat or bend over. As a result, they gradually begin to avoid squatting altogether. However, Japanese elderly people who regularly continue squatting are much more likely to live independently even after the age of 80. This is because this simple movement keeps both the leg muscles and the balance system active, just as it keeps daily life in balance. However, not everyone can safely perform a full squat, especially older adults with knee or hip problems. At this point, the half squat is a great alternative. This exercise does not strain the knees and strengthens the leg muscles, hips, and balance. Now let's move on to how to perform the movement. Assume the starting position. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Your toes should be turned slightly outwards, approximately 10 to 15 degrees. If you wish, you can hold onto the back of a chair or a wall for balance. Now let's get moving. Keep your torso upright, do not hunch your back. Slowly bend your knees and lower yourself down to about 30 to 40 degrees. Not a full squat, only halfway. Push your hips back as if you were going to sit on a chair behind you. Your knees should not extend beyond your toes. This is important for knee health. Exhale as you slowly return to the starting position. Perform the movement slowly and in a controlled manner. For beginners, 1 to 2 sets per day, with 8 to 10 repetitions per set, is sufficient. As your strength increases, you can gradually increase the sets and duration. Please note, if you have knee or hip pain, do not go too deep. Those afraid of falling should hold on to a support. Do not hold your breath. Breathe in as you lower yourself, breathe out as you rise. If you feel pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath during the exercise, stop immediately. 4. Ankle rotation. Ankle rotation is a very important movement that is often overlooked, but forms the basis of whole-body balance. In Japan, it is said that if the ankles weaken, the whole body loses its balance. That is why ankle movements are quite common in the exercise routines of elderly Japanese people. In Japan, great importance is indeed placed on ankle health, or ashikubi. In particular, ashi no undo, foot exercises, are a common part of the morning routine for the elderly. In longevity villages such as Okinawa, people perform this exercise as their first warm-up ritual of the day before their morning walk. This is because when the ankles are strong, not only balance but also overall mobility is maintained for many years. A study published in the Gait and Posture Journal in 2018 showed that ankle mobility is a key factor in predicting the risk of falls in the elderly. Additionally, the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, 2020, notes that ankle rotation and stretching exercises have a significant effect on balance and proprioception, body position awareness. So how do you do it? Sit on a chair and sit upright. Slowly lift one leg. Rotate your ankle clockwise 10 times, then counterclockwise 10 times. Repeat the same movement with the other foot. You can do this exercise when you wake up in the morning or after sitting for a long time. It is a simple but highly effective exercise, especially for elderly individuals experiencing weakness in the legs or numbness in the feet. Ankle rotation plays a critical role in preventing falls, one of the greatest risks in old age. It increases blood circulation, stimulates nerve endings, and allows you to step more firmly when walking. When you do these 4 Japanese exercises regularly, you will notice a significant improvement in your balance and muscle strength within a few weeks. You will walk more steadily, have no difficulty getting up from a chair, and significantly reduce your risk of falling. Your body will become more flexible and your steps more secure. As you can see, these simple Japanese exercises, which only take a few minutes of your time each day, are quite effective for strengthening balance, revitalizing your muscles, and reducing your risk of falling. Remember, when done regularly, these movements can offer you a safer and more independent life. But as always, especially if you have health issues or chronic conditions, don't forget to consult your doctor first. If you enjoyed my video, please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to turn on all notifications. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear where you're watching from and how you feel after trying these exercises. Wishing you healthy and active days.